Hey guys, so I'm here with the authority of these condos. We're at the Sonoran Spa Resort in Rocky Point, and Rick here is going to help us answer some really basic questions that may help you get started with the process of it. So this is Rick Busa. He's been here for about 8 years, originally from Phoenix, and he's learned from firsthand experience what to do and what not to do, from what it sounds like. So I thought it'd be great if you heard it directly from Rick. So Rick, thank you for sitting with me today.
My pleasure.
So tell me, if I were just to walk in just like I did, I don't have a lot of cash, let's say, but I'm very determined and would like to be able to own here. So if a person's in that kind of situation, is it even possible as an American citizen without being a Mexican citizen?
Anything's possible.
Oh,
All you gotta do is ask. Basically what I do is I give everybody out a price list, okay? And then I ask them, are they familiar with the Sonoran resorts? A lot, it's about 50-50. I tell them that there's a price list for all 4 resorts. We have 4 of them on Sandy Beach, done, completed, delivered, and in resales. As you look up and down the beach, some of them aren't even with one are completed. So we're very fortunate. Our developers are, they believe in, they look at corners, and they just go all out and they put something together. I also mentioned that the Sonoran resorts are what they call true beachfront property. Every one of our condos patio opens out to the ocean. You have to be careful because people play games. I have an ocean view. Well, I can be on the street up there and have a view. We're true beachfront property. And I try to get an idea of what they're looking for: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3. All our price lists are color coordinated the same, so they know what the pinks are 1 bedroom, the whites are a 2 bedroom, and the blues are a 3.
So it's a range from a 1 bedroom to a 3. Let's say, do you have any 1 bedrooms for sale right now on the higher floors?
Right now, and I've been with the Sonorans on and off since 2009. This is the lowest inventory I've ever seen, and I think you're experiencing it.
Oh, in Tucson, it's a nightmare. Yes.
You can't. As soon as one comes on the market, it's gone.
Like that.
In somewhere we have a 1 bedroom available.
What do you usually have? Mostly 2s or 3s here?
It's a pendulum. When I first started, everybody was buying at the Sonoran Sun. We couldn't give away condos at the sea and the spa. Today, the spa and the sea, we have hardly any inventory left, and the Sun has most of it. As they built, the spa was the first, the Sonoran Sea was the second, and the Sun was the third, and then our flagship, the Sky, and the fourth. But the spa, sea, and the Sun, the floor plans are the same. As they built the next one, it got a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. With that being said, I try to get a feel. Please stay in one. My first condo was a 1 bedroom with 2 girls. As soon as I walked in, I knew I made a mistake. They just don't come by themselves. They call everybody's friends, and your 2 bedrooms are the most popular, are best rentals.
Yes. Is it possible for someone to purchase and then rent out, and then eventually, when they're ready, say, to retire, come over here, and does that rent offset cost of that mortgage? Is that kind of how that works? Or?
There is a rental agency in the lobby of pretty much every resort. We don't own them. We're not affiliated with them. They're sold and separate. They ask the same questions. I do not like to give a solid answer like that, because look at COVID. It killed us last year. We had hardly any rentals. So, I can feel safe and say if it can't be rented 150 nights a year, then there's something wrong. And that something wrong could be the owners staying in it more often than renting it. But there's a rental agency on board. They take roughly 35% off the top. That takes care of all their overhead, the maids, cleaning, the website. But what's nice is if they don't rent it, they don't get paid. So there's no monthly fee to keep them on the books.
Got it.
So it behooves them to make sure it gets rented. So that's why I can feel safe. I have some clients that are on 275 nights. Okay, I have others at 50, but they stay in it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's what you're gonna do.
Right, and the financing. Is there credit here? Is there escrow companies here? I mean, how does it work here?
Well, at one time, there was financial institutes. M&I Bank was here, GE Financial was here. When the crash hit, they all left and deserted us. So today, as it stands, there's 2 or 3 ways to buy. One's cash, obvious, cash is king. The other seller financing, that's where you're gonna buy my unit. We work out the details, it's a legal contract, and go from there. And then a developer financing sometimes, where there's still condos out that the developer has it, and you know, it's theirs. So that's basically the 3. You can get creative. I've got some people that dipped into their IRAs and 401ks, put the condo into that and traded dollars out.
Nice.
I have others that get home equity loans. So they double dip, so to speak. They had 2 mortgages, 2 write-offs, and they have a condo on the beach.
And how does this whole thing about an American citizen not being able to own land in Mexico, how are they protected if they were to buy here?
By federal law, way back when, foreigners cannot own land so many kilometers from the beach and so many kilometers from the border. A way to get around that, and then to make more money, they institute what they call a trust. You purchase a trust, additional over and above what you pay for the condo. The condo goes into the trust, and then the bank administers it, so it's protection, so it's an insurance policy.
Gotcha. And what about representation? If somebody wanted to work with a realtor here, there's realtors, I see signs everywhere, right, for them. Does the buyer pay for realtor fees here, or does the seller, whether it's the seller,
It's the same, you know, Ampy's down here, they pretty much modeled everything to Arizona, but statewide, it's the countrywide, it's still the same.
Interesting.
Buy and sell, the seller's name.
Got it. What else do you think is really important for people to know that they just don't know how to ask until they get here?
It's a big step. You're buying in a foreign country. I was scared the first time. I got lucky. My first 2 were already built, but the 3rd one was in construction. When I told my parents that I was buying one, they go, "What are you, nuts? In Mexico, you're buying a home?" And, you know, knock on wood, I got lucky, and everything worked out. You know, it's a big step, culture, everything. But, you know, first of all, can they afford it? I look at it because of the crash and that, and I ask them, and I've lost sales because of this, but I'm happier, is that, can you afford that monthly payment without any income, any rental income? Because too many realtors and too many people depend on that, on the come, so to speak, the rental. And I ask this, I don't recommend it if you can't. And I had a lot of grateful people that said, you know, upset at me, but you know, it's up to you. Here's what I think. You want to buy it? I'm here. Buying a condo here is just like in the States. You know, make an offer, ask. Everything within the 4 walls is yours. It's negotiable. Everything is negotiable.
We can, if you want to take that.
But it sounds important.
Okay.
Everything's negotiable. You know, what you see, everything in yellow on the price list is what's for sale. We have a virtual website.
I'll hand you guys this. Yeah.
We have a virtual website that tours everything that's in yellow. So, you know, instead of walking them through 4 resorts and that, get a feel of, okay, let's see what the floor plan looks like. What do you like? And then when they go home, they can tour each one and look at it.
Yeah. What's that website?
It's www.sonoranresorts.net.
.mx.
So, you know, then they get the idea, and then they come back and say, I like this, I want to see this one or that one.
HOA and taxes.
Okay. Basically, you're going to have 4 not fixed expenses, but 4 definite expenses. You're going to have an HOA, which is pretty much the same as the States. It includes your water, your security, 24-hour security, both front and back from the beach, maintenance, lawns, the driveways, internet, TV, telephone, all that, and water. Your other fee will be electricity. That comes every 2 months. And if you're in a rental pool, renters like to air condition the outside. So it's gonna be a little bit more, you know. And then property tax, which we all know from Arizona is just outrageous. When I first got mine, I looked at it and says, is that per month? And they said, no, that's per year. It's really inexpensive, the property tax here, so we try to keep that quiet.
Great, nice. Good to know though, that's really important. And then, how do capital gains work here?
You know,
really hard?
Right now, it's a killer. There's talk about them dropping it. You're looking at roughly 33 to 30, between 30 and 35%. And then you also have to take into consideration the exchange rate. When I bought mine, it was like 10 to 1. Today it's 18 to 1. I can't afford to sell mine because of that.
Oh,
now,
that would make a difference, yeah.
Yeah, and to get around that, not get around it, but I always say, hey, talk to your accountant, talk to your lawyer, and look into getting an LLC in the States, put the condo into the LLC. That'll save capital gains in the long run.
That's great, that's great.
But people, they want it, and some want it still in their name, or they'll listen.
Wow, that's great advice. I would have never thought about doing the incorporation as a business to get the tax havens as opposed to doing it as an individual, as a vacation home or something of the sort. That's really great advice. But definitely, you want to talk to the people that are on your corner, your financial advisors, your tax accountants. Have a will in place.
You're right. And not only a will and, so to speak, a trust, but also have one down here, because Mexican law takes precedent if something should happen. And courts and probate down here is, you think it's bad in the States.
No, I can imagine here.
So,
I can imagine.
I mean, usually nothing's going to happen, but that's always that one. It's not going to happen to me. Well, it happened to me.
It happens, right? Yeah. It's all about, I think, how you prepare, right, and all the homework that you can gather as much as you can, like a business plan, like creating a business. The more you can see it on paper before you launch.
Yeah, and it's a big step, but boy, is it worth it. You're looking at a diamond in the rough, so to speak. The beaches are pretty. You sit on a patio and listen to the ocean all night long. You're buying a piece of paradise.
Totally. Yeah. And what I really like about it is that if you buy it early enough in time, if you want, because most of my clients, they want to come and retire here, right? Finish doing everything in the States and then come and relax here. But I think there's also beauty for maybe millennials or maybe younger people as well, that if you make this investment sooner, as soon as you can have all this time that the rentals end up paying for that, and by the time you retire, you have a place that's been watched for, that has the history paid off, right? And now you really are ready by leveraging the vacation spot, the same one that you would want to come to and live to. So
we're seeing, now you say that, I'm seeing more and more of the 30 to 45 group coming. The older people, been there, done that. Nothing against them, because I'm there, but kids are getting smarter.
Yeah, the longer you can leverage that time.
And I'm not going to say it's going to pay for itself 100% for however long term they're purchasing, but you're going to get some money.
Right.
Yeah, to take.
Thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Please.
If you have any other questions, Rick is here. He's been in the office all day. I've been walking by, and this man works hard. So there's from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5?
9 to 5, the office is open.
Yeah.
But as you realtors know, that's not really the time.
No, I know.
When your client's available.
So I have his card. I have his documents. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.